Hi. So, just to introduce myself, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I am Marjorie. You can call me Starseed MA. I am here to grace you with some continued knowledge, understanding, and reasoning to be more inclusive with your life. And so it's a bit of a show and tell right now. So I was on my walk. As most of you know that have been watching and following, I have been recuperating from a concussion. It has completely helped me see a lot more things that I necessarily was not paying attention to. Also allows me to let you know that we all got a lot of work to do. And I am excited to be the one to be here in assistance for all of us to be able to encourage each other to grow within the elements of Earth and with each other. So I want to tell you how this started. First, I saw this, and I'm pretty sure you all know what this is. On my walk, I saw a dried up leaf that has been detached from the tree. And so I said, well, let me go get a leaf that was already attached to the tree so I can show you significance. Same tree, same leaf, different outcomes at different points in time in its life. And I just want to help us to reconsider what we're being, who we are being, how much we change, how much of us is going to ultimately change regardless of how much we do in the current moments to try and keep our energy young and youthful. So, to start, before a tree leaf can get this big, right, in growth, it needs to be growing for many years. So this tree is pretty tall. So I would say this tree is about 20 years old that's producing a leaf this big up the street from my house. And I can say it's about 20 years old because I have a tree in my neighbor has a tree that's half of the size. And that tree has been growing for about 10 to 15 years. So yeah, the tree down the street is definitely over 20 years old. So for those of you that are watching this, please tell me how old this tree is. And just looking by size, right, of this leaf. We see leaves this shape in different sizes all the time. And I just want to take the appreciation to realize that, like, look at this leaf. It took a long time to be able to grow to this size, and it needed to die and come back. The seasons needed to change multiple times in order to be able to produce something this big in size. Even though the shape, the structure has already been created, it just magnified itself over time, and it just became this big, huge expression of a leaf. And this is what I want us to realize. This is us growing, no matter what, no matter how many times the seasons have changed, your inner layers are always going to remain the same, even though what the outer layer becomes, it never changes the inside structure. You're always going to see those set roots, the set lines of its structure. So I want us to learn to appreciate that in every phase. And the phase before it, when it's a bulb, I could have grabbed one of those, but I do have a concussion and I can only be outside for so long. So here's my example. So to understand that there's many phases that you can capture in essence, but you cannot possibly see all of the phases that it's happening or going to happen or come to happening until it actually happens. You see, you know that eventually this leaf is going to fall off of the tree and it's going to change. It's going to change its shape, it's going to change its color, but it never changes its true structure. It's just forming into a different shape. It's giving you a different experience. And eventually this shape is going to disappear. And it's going to go into pieces. And then it's going to go back into the ground to allow nourishment for the tree that it came from to then grow again and grow and expand again for the next season. So that right there can give you a simple understanding of how you can learn to appreciate your life even more. How you can learn to appreciate that even though this leaf becomes detached from the tree at some point in time in its life, it's going to be broken down into pieces, and then it's going to be put back into the earth, re-nourish the ground, the soil, in order for it to continue. One second. That won't stop beeping, and it's not much of an inconvenience to stop for a moment. I'm pretty sure that we all needed a break just to try and digest what I'm trying to explain to you and try to show you. Because even though the structure of what you were is gone, what you were is eternal. At one point in time, you were this leaf, and growing off of that tree, receiving nutrients off of that tree. That same nutrients is being put back into the ground, into the soil, for that same tree to be able to then once again rebirth new leaves with, hopefully, of course, a bigger leaf, more expansion. This is what we are going through right now in our current processing of consciousness. We are expanding ourselves, our old selves are frackling away, and they're being put back into the essence, the energy of who we are. Everything that we are losing, everything that we see that is dying, everything that we see that is ending, it is not going anywhere but back into our own value of self. It's going back into the totality of life, of everything that we're being. We are all one. We are all individual. We are all and we are nothing at the same time. Consistently evolving, and our bodily forms is what slows down our existence so that we can all share it together on a much more slower pain. And this is why we have to learn and help each other learn patience, because we're not going to be able to see these things happening unless we slow our eyes down and our minds down. We have the consciousness for it. We have the ability to grasp this understanding, to slow down, slow our lives down, slow our expectations down, slow our lives down. Stop thinking that you have to get everything done in the day. The things are going to happen because they must. They are part of life. Everything will keep happening. It's how you appreciate and send gratitude into the situation is what's going to help you capitalize on the value you are searching for and the true value that you need out of every situation you have in life. So I hope this basic understanding of the tree of life has helped you to open up your mind more and see what it is that I'm asking of you and how you can truly be more authentic in your everyday life. This is Marjorie, Starseed MA, and I'll see you again the next time I post. Or you can send me a message and let me know what you think. Comment down below. Your thoughts are vital to the change that is coming. I want you to be a part of it. I want to see your vision. So share it with me. I love you. Peace.